Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Video Call-In Show, the show that invites you to come on as a live video guest at any time, any place, talk about anything. And it's real easy, too. Just visit zoom.us. You see it right down here. Click on Join a Meeting, and then enter in this meeting ID right here. I'll see you come up on the screen and we'll get you live. It may be some, if you don't already have Zoom installed, which it's purely safe, and I'm not an endorser of Zoom, although I love what they do. I have an account. It's awesome. But it's easy to do, and they'll probably have a few small hoops for you to jump through, and boom, you're on the show. So the idea being, and I say this at the head of every show, the idea being that we want to get people that don't normally have access to tell their story, to tell their story. And that's exactly what we try to do here. I know it's Friday night. Normally I'm having a beer or two and at about this time feeling pretty good. But tonight I'm doing the pop thing. So, so you're just going to have to bear with me. All right. If any of that sounds good to you, by all means, jump on the show. And if you just want to watch, or just come on with audio as well, don't forget that. But if you just want to watch, that's cool too. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. I go on live every weeknight. I took a break last night, and we're going to talk about that here in a minute. But yeah, I wasn't feeling it, man. I wasn't feeling it, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you exactly why. See, when I'm perusing the tubes, looking, I'm not only looking for competition, but kind of feeling my way and trying to find out where the audience is. I'll hit this site, which is, the live, right? I got like 8 million, almost 9 million subscribers. And this is where you find out whether or not, where the people going live actually are. And I noticed a few things, and the title of this show is "Watch Me Work," and you're gonna actually watch me work. Let me call up something here real fast. I'm going to enter my second camera in as a source so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, not responding. It's on. Come on. Come on, don't be doing that to me. Oh, great. Watch me lose everything here, so hang on. Let's try not to go down in flames. But it's searching hard for some reason, couldn't find it. Okay. All right. Well, that sucks balls. Okay. Oh, I know why. I've got it unplugged. That's all right. We'll get to that later. At any rate, I go to this site to find out what's going on live and what I might find interesting. Well, in the past few weeks, I've noticed that it's brutal. I watched. I'm just going to go through a couple. First thing to notice is the live now, right? The second row here, and this one here, and you can't see my mouse, so I'm going to throw in an image for you so that you can actually see what I'm talking about. So I took a screen capture, and yeah, here it is. This one here in particular, I see up all the time in live now. Yeah, there's 26,000 watching. I get that. They want it to be, they want to highlight the popular ones, but I mean, it's been the same for almost 2 weeks now. Same way with this, the pig. Live English, Peppa Pig English episodes. I mean, come on. I don't know. Maybe they've got mass appeal, and since I really haven't been picked up yet, I don't know. Still, it pisses me off. And what's worse is when we go to look at the others on the site itself, when you go down to Where is it? Live now, technology. I mean, these are all live streams that have been going on, and you can see my mouse going across because the clock shows up in the right hand corner of each thumbnail. Same way with live now animals. I don't know how long I've been looking at this stupid ass eagle, and I love eagles. Don't get me wrong, but that friggin' thing, because it's probably a 24/7 live stream, is up all the time. TV for dogs, I've seen it up 100 times, and it's like, are you trying to tell me, YouTube, that those are the only ones that are going live? I had a thought the other day. I thought, why don't they create? Well, okay, this is how I had it laid out. If you're live for more than a certain amount of time, why don't you create a new category like 2 hours? Let's a stream goes on for 2 or more hours. They should call it like extended live streams, because I'm tired of seeing this crap. And I don't mean to disparage any of these particular ones. I'm just angry at them at the moment. But I see that, and then you can go a little bit further sometimes, because when you actually go into these, and I'll go into one for you. Not that you haven't been there already, but let's just go up to live now, not news, not gaming, but see, gaming and live now, he gets double billing for the pro player. That's not fun. But if we go live now, which should be, just an amalgamation of all the random things going live, they still get top billing, him and Peppa Pig. And and then you scroll down. This is the sort of thing where they should live. They should live in their own category. I forgot where I was going with that, but look, he's even got the top spot here. Yeah, he's got 1.5 million views, but what does that say for a little guy? I mean, the obviously he's on 1,000 times a day or for very long. I don't watch gaming streams, but there are plenty of them out there. And I like to game as much as the next guy. I've been out of it for a good long time, but man, it just seems like it happens, and there's just so many of them where you're just watching somebody play. And I suppose somebody could get some value out of that, but come on, man, give the little guy a chance. I'm tired of seeing all these. I know I had a reason for going into any one of these, but I want to see people who go live who are interesting, and a variety, not just because they've got recommended. Well, here's a great example. 24-hour Christmas music. Yeah, it's going to be real popular today, but why wouldn't it be on an extended list and then based on some other sort of merit? That's what I'm asking. Maybe it would be bumped up because the algorithm says it's a holiday theme. You'd have the same thing for New Year's. You'd have the same thing for St. Patty's Day, and yet here we are. We're looking at it and recommended, and that's it. And there's no category that I can find that is literally seasonal. But no, technology. I would really be pissed off if I was the technology guys. I mean, here, if you're going live and you're talking about other technology, you've got to compete with these 24/7 or these just extended plays, and that's not how the smaller channels are going to get any traction. And I know I'm bitching because it affects me directly, but I just know there are a crap ton of others that are in the same situation. How do I know that? Well, as a budding channel, I mean, I'm less than 3 weeks old. As a budding channel, I'm doing everything I can to try to promote this thing and get more eyes on it so they can see the value. And not only am I faced with a whole bunch of small channels that are trying to do the same thing, but you get inundated sometimes with these medium channels that have created a bunch of content. I'm not going to say it's good or bad, but then they flood the area and push everybody out, and that's disconcerting. I mean, there's and I hate to scream for fairness, but There's just got to be a better way for more exposure for some of those places. And that's part of the reason I developed this. That's what makes it so frustrating. Here, I have developed this channel to give those who don't normally have a voice, thanks to what we're looking at here. And I can't get traction myself, and I get it doesn't happen overnight. I totally get that, but good Lord, it's such a frustrating climb, and this coming from someone who has taken websites and optimized them to the top of the search engines for several key phrases that were relevant to their company, but also, I'm very proficient in pay-per-click advertising as well. I haven't done that for this channel. I plan to. I just haven't gotten to that point yet. Right now, I just want to talk about how how tough it's been to do this as a hobby. Because I got to put food on the table too, so I can't devote a whole lot of time to this. And now I remember. I'm going to jump out of the screen just for a second. Hang on. I told you I was going to let you watch me work, and by gosh, I'm going to do exactly that. And of course, some of you who are not watching the live stream, you'll know that this number is only good during the live streams. It says so right underneath, available only when live. And I make it unique for each one of the live streams. And the reason I do that is because what I don't want is for somebody to come on a fully qualified meeting where you can literally sit there forever waiting. If you try to hit this number after the live show of this program, then you'll be met with there's no valid meeting at that location, or the number will be recycled and you will end up on somebody else's meeting. That will be fun, but don't worry about that. I think there's enough numbers to go around. It's one of those things where it's like a phone number, right? It won't live in perpetuity for everyone. And not only that, but you'd have to hit it just at the right time, and I'm not worried about that. So at any rate, these are the sort of things that have made it real tough to get out the audience. And last night, I got to admit it, I was feeling really dejected. I felt like forces were working against me. And then, every time I go to this live page, I see this sort of thing, and it just drove me batty. I watched one in the recently live. Let me find that column. Here we go. In the recent mobile live streams here, I was flabbergasted in that there was, we can even see it right here. One day ago, the fifth video to the right here, the world's best slot player. This thing was streamed 1 day ago. Well, is that YouTube trying to tell us that stream is really worthy of a recent mobile live stream? Are we saying that since it aired, only 4 other mobile live streams were available to put in this category? Pardon the language, but fuck no, it wasn't. As many people who are live streaming nowadays, there's no way in hell that of recent mobile live streams, there was only 4 before yesterday's live stream of some slot player thing. So you see my frustration. I live stream every single night, with the exception of last night. Oh, and now I've decided on weekdays only. And it was more of a convenience thing for me. Although sometimes, like tomorrow night, I plan on having a few brews and coming home and having fun on the live stream. But but I not only saw that one day, I saw one up there for 5 full days. Worst part about it was some channel that was begging people to subscribe to PewDiePie so that they could keep him or from T-Series from taking him over. And I'm like, really? Is that the best content that is supposed to be of a recent nature? Is somebody begging for PewDiePie subscribers so that T Series doesn't overtake him? Oh, that's what did it for me last night. I kept looking at that thing, and it'd say 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. I don't see at all how that is something worthy of it. And then I thought, well, how broken does the algorithm have to be to throw that in there? I get it. If you've got K views, then that may be the criteria. But sometimes I see relatively low quality, or not low quality, low viewership, and a live stream that happened several days ago in that list, and it's like, how does that even happen? When somebody sits back, when they sit back and are thinking about writing that algorithm, how does one say, well, we get, I'm going to say, even if it's just, and this has got to be a low number, but even if we get like one live stream, or I'm sorry, 100 live streams per day, and if mobile live streams, which that's not true. They get hundreds of thousands maybe. But let's say we only get 100 live streams per day. What do we have to do? What 5 or 10 should we put up there? And I know it's built partially on, and it's got to be, and I'm kind of theorizing on this, but it's partially built on number of views, right? Number of live views, channel strength. And when I say channel strength, I'm saying how optimized is it? How many subscribers? How popular? That sort of thing. How many view time? Okay, I get that. And then, but but how do you quantify keeping one up for 4 or 5 days and calling it recent in that environment? If there have been 500, if there's just 100 days, and there have been 500 since one of these, 500 since, and it still begs one of the top 5 spots, how is that justified at all? How do you come to that? And we're not talking about a PewDiePie video. It's not like it was a PewDiePie direct video. It wasn't him. It was some dude talking about it, wanting to coerce his subscribers and anyone who sees that live stream to subscribe to PewDiePie to keep him on top. So it wasn't even him. It wasn't Mr. 70 million subscribers. It was some guy. He probably had a couple million. I don't remember exactly because it just fell off today. But so how does what warrants his position as opposed to other people who may also be missed? And that's the thing that just drives me nuts. There's probably, of those 500, how many of those are people who have been putting out things, and I'm not just talking about myself, but creating content and putting together a strategy that and content, creating quality content that is actually valuable. And I don't want to say that wasn't valuable. I'm just saying that how many people have been missed because some dude is very popular himself, asking for subscriptions to a popular guy, and then all 499. Well, let's say that 480, if you take the top 10 or 20, are just being ignored, for lack of a better term. That burns me up. So I'm committed. I'm committed to doing this every single weeknight, and often times other than that. I'm not always going to have a subject to talk about. I'm not always going to be bitching about this, but I plan on being there every night for you. Where you come on, and of course, the more people we get involved in them, and because I'm so small and not getting a whole lot of live viewers, I'm talking to you folks that are watching this video after it's been, processed and uploaded by YouTube, I'm asking you to subscribe and share this channel. I know you've got friends that are in the same situation, and and the only way that that we're going to be able to help each other, and excuse me there, is if we get together and collaborate. This is actually an instant collaboration, because as soon as you come on, I'm going to throw us up together on a screen, and we're going to be talking. I'm going to be interviewing, this person over here, and maybe not just interviewing, but just asking questions about what it is they're doing, what they're passionate about, and that sort of thing, so that they can use that in their efforts to market. I can use it in efforts to market, and the more that both of us market this piece of collaboration that we'll be creating, because I'm going to show your stuff, just like I go to this, just like I go to these websites here, and I'm able to go through them. I could show someone's channel itself. I can grab the audio in here. I bet the Eagle doesn't have any audio. Let's find something that's halfway decent. I'm trying to. Yeah, I don't know about this. This is like 302 people watching, but let's see how well we can get the audio in here. Just for fun. And of course, it's going to balk on me. But yeah, there we go.
Curie K Cafe Brewer.
There we go.
I love you, man.
There we go.
I love you. No, I love you.
There's an ad. And then we go into the live, right? So so the idea is just that, to show you off, and even take you full screen and let you talk yourself. By the way, I am your host, Jim. A lot of people call me Uncle Jim. You can call me whatever you want to. I don't care. Troll me like the other guy did. That was fun. But I'll take you live or full screen as well. Let's let's take me in this instance, and boom, there you are, Alexa. So you see, I mean, I have, oh look, and I turned on Alexa. Alexa, what time is it?
I don't know that one.
Oh man, you're an idiot. But she's listening to everything I say. That's how you get that's how you get served your advertisements. You can ask her too. No, I'm not going to do that, because I have a special show coming up that deals with some of that technology, and we'll just have to cross that bridge when we come to it. But anyway, the point of this is to get us to collaborate and get full exposure for all of us, and I'm really looking forward to that. I just don't appreciate YouTube saying, all right, we're gonna offer live, and what was this, 2 or 3 years ago, but we're going to highlight some of the most random videos. We're not going to separate the long-term live streams. If some jackwagon wants to go 24/7, we're going to keep that first and foremost in front of your face. Screw the little guy. I think for some reason, I think you'd be more you more want to watch an eagle's nest than you will somebody else's content. So until we can break that barrier, and the only way we can break that barrier is with support from you folks, and I mean that sincerely. So don't let me down in that front. I'm just gonna sit here and yammer on. I can't show you what I'm working on for some reason. I can't add my second camera here, and that's got me distressed. Oh wait, look, there she is. How did that happen? I was going to edit an entire an entire movie for you, because you know what I've got to do is I am locked because of my chosen genre, which I think is unique. I'm kind of locked into, and look at that. It's here. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Hey, there I am. It's auto iris down because of that light. But yeah, I was going to show you that, or actually, I was gonna work directly from my switching laptop here, and I produce a local television show, which yeah, here's a good example. We'll just go there. So you can see this is where I do all the doings right here. It's I do it in vMix. I got no qualms in telling you that. Do all my switching, so when I switch again, we'll see that I'm looking at it, but you can't see it anymore. But yeah, I produce a local television show. I direct and produce a local television show for a microscope dentistry shop here that specializes in microscope dentistry. I found out today from one of his colleagues that he's only one of about 5% of all dentists that does this kind of microscope dentistry. And I'm fascinated with it because it's like, and I'm not selling for him, but it's like no more grinding down your teeth for crowns, on a root canal or whatnot. He does it with this. I don't know what the material is. I couldn't tell you because I'm not a dentist at all. But he does it with this wonderful material that actually seals it, and it becomes part of the tooth. And you'll never, ever need to worry about that tooth as long as you live. And that to me is fascinating, right? So, but I think he also coats near the gum line so that those ridges that you'll get will be filled as well. But anyway, yeah, I was gonna take straight to my laptop and edit that entire show because I've got episode 10 to modify and get out this weekend so that we can actually air it next Thursday. Yeah, but it's a burn up time sort of thing, right? Because I sit around and I wait for live stream visitors. I've had up to 10 or more, which I know sounds like a tiny number, but for me it was huge. The troll video I did the other night, man, I was so excited because I had live chat last Friday. I had like 8 to 10. And I had a lot of people talking to me, and in my drunken stupor, I forgot to look at the chat, so I wasn't answering them like a stupid moron. Well, that's what alcohol does. But sometimes it's fun to get on after you've had a few and just shoot the shit and sit back and have some fun with it. But yeah, so the object of my game is one, find some subject matter that I'm well versed in, talk about it. With you folks while I'm waiting for popularity to happen, and also maybe you'll be able to walk away from one of my videos, whether or not you're watching live or you're watching the post show. And no, I keep forgetting to mention this, but know that usually I've got this meeting number open for quite a while, maybe sometimes 15 minutes to a half an hour after I go off live. So if you catch this late, and it's only been 15 to a half an hour or sometimes more, but then go ahead and try to jump in the meeting. If I'm here, we'll be able to talk without actually having to be live on any platform, and we could actually tape a show. If you don't want to come on live, whether it's audio or video, then drop me an email, and it's videocallin@gmail.com, and better yet, drop a comment in the box below here or below the description box. Comment on this video and let me know that you'd want to come in without going live, and we'll do a show that we can post edit and any mistakes you think you might make. no problem. We'll just set up a time and get that done. And that's collaboration. That's open collaboration. And that's what I should have named this video. Open collaboration, right? So you'll have a copy of that. I can literally email you a snippet of your interview, and an interview is kind of an open-ended term. I'm going to be curious about what you're doing, so you'll see me ask you questions, but it may not be a strict interview unless that's what you're looking for. And then, I've got a whole predetermined set of questions that I would ask just about anybody, and we're not talking about favorite color. We're talking about things that kind of dig into what you're doing and why you're doing it. So I'm all excited about that. All I need is exposure, tubes. Exposure. Come on, YouTube. Help the little guy out. I don't want to fall way behind the bald eagle video, the 24/7 news programs. Create another section when they get to a certain time frame, please. That's all I ask. And I think it would be fun if they actually had a category for those who go live would literally pop in and pop in. Let me get that in front of the camera. They would, look, I'm going to do it just like you'd see it on your screen. They would pop in as number one, and then they would, slide as new ones came on board. That would be cool, because then you're watching the most recent, and then as soon as they stop going live, they drop off that list, right? That would be cool. But see, I used to work in UI, UX, which is user interface, user experience, having designed websites since '94. So I kind of get that sort of thing, and I'm not just talking from a little guy's perspective, but I'm talking about the average viewer and what I think would be most valuable to them based on my own thoughts and experiences, but also the ability to kind of look at it from different perspectives, because I've seen it from the top and I've seen it from the bottom, and I try to find, whenever I work on a user interface or try to develop an experience for a user, I try to look at it from everyone that would be a potential audience member, a targeted audience member. So you see where I'm going with that, and I wish beyond all wishes that that would be taken care of. So I'm just going to say it again. YouTube, if you're listening, please try to separate those videos, those live streams that are live for an extended period of time. Get them out of the normal areas, because not everybody wants to just jump in and watch 24/7. Some don't even want to jump into those 24/7s and see what's going on. Some will, but that's why you have its own category or its own section. Same way with the other live streams. Find a way to serve. Well, I know you're already doing this, but I think you need to work a little bit better on finding a way to serve up those live streams that happen and have been undiscovered, so to speak. I leave that to you, because it's your platform. You know best your audience. I have to imagine you're collecting all of these analytics metrics, and you'll know. But just know that there's an entire community that is frustrated in that they feel like they're not being adequately exposed. I don't even know how to say it better than that, but they're just it's disappointing to to have to fight uphill battles. I know, because I've done it all my life, and I don't mind doing that. But when you see what you think are odds stacked against you, it's like, well, why even bother? And imagine all of those wonderful content creators that are in that same boat. They're creating great stuff, and it's not it's such that they're just not being recognized or not getting enough exposure. And I know that you make some of my videos have shown up on recommended, and that's wonderful. But I have to wonder if it's the right audience. And I don't have any way. That one of the most frustrating things is I don't have any way of choosing who or what type of viewer sees my recommended. But I'm going to go with what you're doing on that. And I have yet to even hit my videos with smart SEO, and I know how to do that. It's just that it's a hobby, so I don't end up doing as much as I know I can. But that's going to change because I really enjoy this. Even when I'm talking to myself, I really enjoy this. I know that some of the times, tonight not included, but I know some of the times when I actually put together some content that people will really, I think will benefit from. That's cool. That I dig that. That makes me feel like I'm actually doing something for the community, or at least for some people that wouldn't normally or wouldn't otherwise be able to gain that knowledge. And by no means am I the only one doing most of that, but it is fun, and I think it's worthwhile. Like right now, what would keep me down to one viewer watching? And I appreciate you, by the way. But what would keep me as a one viewer worthy live streamer? When we look at that page that I've shown you several times, where's that guy? I didn't kill it, did I? Oh wow! Oh, I might have shut down that page. Oh no! What I did was I clicked into one of them to illustrate the audio. But yeah, what keeps me and people like me from showing up on this page? And wouldn't you just die if you saw it up there now? But see, we won't, because I only have one viewer right now, and that just mobile live streams. Yeah. Now all these people they're getting. Of course, I'm not. I don't think they're classifying me as mobile. We've got some as low as 90 and 73. I'd kill for those numbers right now. They've probably been around longer than I have. Webcam live streams. That's probably where I would show up. Do I even show up? I do not show up. We got one here down as low as 36. Thanks for letting them on. But she's beautiful. People are going to tune into that. I'm not so much to look at as yeah. Have I shown you this picture yet? Yeah. So I get that. I'm gonna most guys are gonna click into this gal down here, and Sagittarius new moon. Let's just do an experiment while we're no. I didn't want to play all. Damn it. Click the wrong button. My bad. Come on, there we go. I want to see y'all. So if we go to live streams, let's find out where I show up. Shall we? Let's see if I even. Oh, look, it only goes down to 13, and I've got no record. What? Now no, it's 13. 13 of them. Am I not webcam? I mean, you guys have seen. Look, this is I'm straight off my PC. If I pan down right a little bit more, you'll see that let's see if I can get over there. Yeah, I'm connected via a little bitty switch, right? I won't go down anymore. I don't have it tilted down far enough. But you can see the switch down in the lower left of the screen, right down there. So that's got to be webcam live streams. Let's go back to that. But maybe not. It's not mobile. That's recent. Yeah, let's go to recent mobile streams, shall we? I'd just die if it was still in there. Of course, it doesn't tell us the days. But, yeah. I don't see that beg for PewDiePie. But I know it was in there. Oh, hey, there's competition for me. That dude there was on for an hour. You see some of these titles, and I'm not talking about the different language titles. I'm just talking about. Oh, look at that! Buju Banton is free. Yeah, great. Where am I? These look like mobile feeds. The fuck was that? LLF live birthday stream. Yeah, they're 88th or 83rd. I didn't even know it would show up. I've never looked for myself on this list, so I don't even know how it would show up. Would it be my thumbnail? Maybe somebody can chime in and let me know. That one viewer of mine, can you let me know? And dude, I do appreciate you. Please know that. I appreciate everyone who ends up watching my live stream and my videos. I really do. Okay, so upcoming I get. Yeah, and see the even the upcoming is going to be a popularity contest. UFC 231 is that, and that of course that's a pay. Dragon Rendezvous, yeah. Who knows what that is? This all-star broadcast right here. You can see the clock flashing. I see that one all the time, which means they go live all the time, and probably for extended. There's Beyond Winter update. I don't know what that means. Dave Rubin. Oh, I love Dave Rubin. He's someone who walked away. Randy Rhodes, yeah. So I don't even know. I don't even know where I would show up on these lists and how I would show up. I have to imagine that it would be, the thumbnail, but I couldn't tell you for sure because I haven't seen myself on this list. Yeah, and that's dejecting. It's so disheartening, when you think you've created something that you honestly believe that could be such a driving force for so many others. It's a help platform that so many could make use of. Forgive my selfish portion of this program because it a lot of it is that I want to be the one to make that happen, but I also want it to happen for a lot of people, and it's tough to watch that. I can hardly go to the live stream page knowing that because I haven't, they haven't brought me into that, and I know it's been less than 3 weeks. What have I got now? 20 some odd videos. But still, it's not like it's not like I've never put out any videos before. I got a couple other channels. They know that I'm associated with those other channels. They're relatively low. Nothing is face time for me except for this one, and I did that specifically. But and I never go live on those other channels. So I don't know if you've got an answer for that. Let's say you're a big YouTuber that happens upon my channel, and Lord knows I would love for you to have jumped in and been able to. Which part was a good idea, viewer? It came in late and I didn't see what you were talking about. I got a chat here that Champworks Garage says that's a good idea, and I want to assume that he's talking about the live page modifications that I was just talking about, where those extended those extended live streams should be put in their own category and give space up for those live streamers like myself and others who go on and could be creating some wonderful content or trying to help out the community. Is that the one you were talking about, ChampWorks? Because I think it is. I have two watchers now. That's fantastic. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, okay. Yep, that's exactly what ChampWorks says, and it's nice to have people agree with you. I think it's important, and I hope I don't know that they'll go through this entire video and watch 45 minutes to find out what little old me thinks that they should change, but one can hope. And now that I've got it off my chest, I feel so much better. And I won't give up, because I get to do things while I'm live streaming that normally you wouldn't do, and that's enough for me. That makes it fun. I'll just continue to have fun. Hopefully tomorrow night I'm going out with some. Well, I've got a few things to do, and I won't go into details about all of them. But late night, I was asked to head up to a place where one of my old bands is playing, and I was the drummer for him. And I've been replaced because I didn't want to travel all that way every time we rehearsed, because it was a good distance for me. I happen to live all the way on the other side of town, so I bowed out, and I'm still friends with him. In fact, I still play with the guitar player quite a bit, and occasionally with the keyboardist. But they're playing at a local club down on the south side of Indy, and we're thinking about putting the Irish rock band back together. So I might go down there and have a few beers with them. When I get back, you may get to see the result of that. I'll have the wife as my designated driver. Should be a good night. Oh. Okay, well, I just hope that YouTube listens somehow. And that pisses me off, because I really wanted to comment on this channel and you can't. So again, if you watch this video after the live stream, and you know how to get a hold of somebody who might make a difference, because I know how standoffish the Google properties can be, having dealt with them for the better part of 15 years. Let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to have just at least a suggestion box. Even if the suggestions end up in the trash, I at least want a suggestion box where I can throw that out there. Or any one of you are welcome to do the same thing, because it only helps all of us. All right. And that's, but fear not, I do not plan on stopping what I'm doing. I'm going to continue to rock and roll. I'm going to continue to make this happen. One of these days, I'll shoot up to the top 8 or 10. Hopefully, the top 5 of the live streams as they happen. May find a better sweet spot. I work from home, so I can actually do this during the day. And there's been several times that I've planned to go on and do it during the day, but client work gets in the way. I'll still try to do that. I may find that 9 a.m. is better than 9 p.m. or 10 a.m. is better than or 10 a.m. is better than 9 p.m. or whatever. Day is better than night, and I'll keep trying. And look for that sweet spot. But I thank again. I thank you for being with me, and you all have a good weekend. I'll try to do the same. I may see you tomorrow night. If not, I'll definitely see you Monday. And until then, see you live.